Get strong.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Magic Gathering deck profile. Now today will be another updated deck profile of Radagast the Brown. Now for those who don't know what Radagast the Brown is, who are new to the channel, he is a 4-drop 2/5 with whenever he or another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, look at the top X cards of your library where X is the creature's mana value. Then you may pick a creature from among the cards that have a creature type that you don't already have. For example, he is a human. No, he's not a human. He is an avatar wizard. So if one of the cards is either an avatar or a wizard, I can't pick that. But if there's like a dinosaur, I can pick the dinosaur because I do not control a dinosaur. And yeah, he's just a really cool. He can be a really scary commander. I've had him for a while now, almost 2 years, I'd say, almost. When did he come out? Come here in. No, it'd be about a year and a half-ish. Yeah. But yeah. Let's get straight to the profile itself. So yeah, here he is, Radagast the Brown. I was really hoping that when the Lord of the Rings set first came out, I was really hoping that he will get a printing. Because we had Gandalf, we have Gandalf, Saruman, and Radagast. We don't know about the Blue Wizards. We actually don't know much about the Blue Wizards. But yeah, he's a really cool commander. I like him a lot. I'm probably always going to have him built. He is my main green deck. So when it comes to Radagast, you don't really want to run that many duplicates of creatures, but there are some exceptions. For example, we'll start with my duplicate creatures. So I have 2 elves, a Elvis Piper and a Beast Whisperer, and yeah, he helps with draw. She helps with putting guys from my hand onto the battlefield for only 1 mana. Augur of Autumn and a Hellpack Piper, human. Technically, because it is these 2 are also druids. But yeah. Again, these 2 are pretty much the same card, except this is for 2 mana, this is for 1, and I get to look at the top card of my library, and I may play lands on top of my library, and if I have free creatures with different powers, then I can play creatures on top of my library, so yeah. Next we have 2 snakes. We have Sakura Tribe Elder, also known as Steve, and we have the Prowling. This just says my creatures can't be counted, and it also can't be counted. Gods, I run Neela, Keen Eye, and the Deepest Growth from Ixalan. This makes my creatures costless, and I can pay free. Look at the top card of my library. Well, reveal the top card of its creature, get it out of my hand. When this deals damage, it is a 6/5 trample. So when it deals damage, I may look at top card, that many cards on top of my library, and reveal a creature and/or / a land, and put them onto the battlefield. And obviously, when these guys die, they flip into a land. And this one, it transforms back as long as you control 10 or more permanents, which is pretty easy. So, I guess for the last line of duplicates, it's dinosaurs. We have Golter, Stampede Tyrant, and we have an Apex Ultrasaur. Now, I have been really tempted of running the Voltborn Tyrant, but I think it'll just be too much dinosaurs. So I've decided to stick with the Apex Ultrasaur and Golter, because putting every single creature card from your hand onto the battlefield Gota, insane. So yeah, those are the duplicates. So then a lot of the other creatures haven't changed, but I've added a few in that I feel like are better versions. Like, we're still running the Protestant Innkeeper for the life gain and for the 1 treasure. We're still running the plant that's a mana dork, taps for 1 mana, or if you control a creature powerful or greater, taps for 2 of the same mana. I decided to add Enduring Vitality because I didn't have an Elk nor a Glimmer. Plus it makes all my creatures mana dorks. And of course, when this dies, it comes back to the battlefield as only an enchantment, not a creature. Still running Goreclaw, Pathbreaker Ibex. Now for I took off Thorn Mammoth. I took that out for an Aggressive Mammoth. Aggressive Mammoth gives all my creatures trample, and itself has trample. Plus it is a 6-drop 8/8. So already paying 6 mana for an 8/8 with trample, really good. Better since it gives other creatures trample too. I prefer to, because the Fight Mammoth was fine. It just like it was still really beefy. But it was a 7-drop, I think, while this is just a 6-drop. And I think I would prefer Trample over Fight, since I do have Apex Oversoul. Endraver's Forerunner, Tree Guard Duo. I'm pretty sure I had this in the last... Did I have this in the last profile? I don't know, actually. But enters to the end turn, target creature you control gains vigilance and gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. So your one guy can get pretty big. Then we have Kona, Rescue Beastie. Because I didn't have a beast in here. I don't know why, but I just didn't have a beast. I guess it was just one of the creature types I completely forgot about. But yeah. It has a survival, so at the beginning of your second main phase, if this is tapped, you can put a creature, well, let's say a creature, you can put a permanent from your hand onto the battlefield. So if Miracle, if I do attack and Kona lives, that's great. I can then pull something on the top. My cat just bounced right up to my windowsill. The orange flash. Okay, Milkshake. But yeah, but with Enduring Vitality, makes her a mana dork, so I can tap her for a mana and then wait, go into battle, and then go into main phase 2. Oh look, she's tapped. I'll pull in an Apex. Fight. Next, we're still running like Kodama the East Tree. Still running that. The same with Silverback Elder. Just be able to pull permanents in, great. Being able to destroy an artifact, enchantment, or look for the top 5 cards for land or gain 4 life. Still really good for the deck. I don't know if I've shown this card, but a Shrikewood Devourer, Treefolk. Trample, 7/5, 7-drop. Whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures, untap X lands where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. So if you spunked all your land this turn on casting creatures, as long as this guy's on board, you can attack with a little weenie. And if you do have, say, like an 8/8, or this as a 7, you get to untap that many lands. Most of the time, he doesn't stay on board for that long. I might get him on board for a turn. But he's still worth having in the deck. I prefer him over the one that creates me a token copy and its power depending on the amount of forests you control. Sure, I have tons of forests in this deck, but I think I just prefer untapping my lands than creating a big token copy. Next, we are running Somnic Galacrum because he is mana ramp. ETB, search for basic land, put on the battlefield tapped. When he dies, draw a card. Next, Old Gnarbone for treasures. Hornet Queen just so I have some flying death touches. I did end up replacing the Hydra, what's it called, Managorger Hydra, for a Hydra Omnivore. Again, a reprint from Dustmourn. There's like, what, 4 Dustmourn cards in this? 2 from the main set and 2 from like Commander. But when he deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each other opponent. So if this deals 8 damage to this, if we're on a pot of 4, this deals damage to one player. This will then deal damage to the other 2. So just make sure that I can try and deal as much damage as I can. And I guess it's better than just having a really big guy that slowly gets bigger every time you cast a spell. Well, the only downside, this doesn't have trample, but it's fine. I have aggressive mammoth now in the deck, which would give it trample. I do have a lot of other cards in the deck too that also give trample. Still running the demigod. We're still running. I'll start putting them up here. The endless web spider that creates 1/2 every time an opponent casts an instant or sorcery. Mellow for trample, and its power is equal to the number of lands I control, so it can be really big. Railway brawler, just because it can double. Because it's like my 8/8s or my 7/7s come in. Why is my camera not focusing? I just realized that. My camera's not focusing. Focus, god damn it. It will, yeah, come in with that many 4/1 counters on it, so it could be really big. And Tusky for draw. So yeah, that's it for the, like, the deck is very creature heavy, incredibly creature heavy, but that's kind of what you need if you're playing Radagast. So now to artifacts. We're running Commander, so we're obviously running a Soul Ring. I had a Fort Vessel just for the unlimited hand size because my hand does get pretty big with all the creatures in there. Still running Throne of Eldraine because it gives me mana. The same with Emerald Medallion, makes my guys cheaper. Like, I don't think there are any new artifacts in here. I'm still running like the Monument, the Monster Manual. Like, I did re-add Pan Harmonicon. I guess that's the newest kind of artifact in here. Just because the double ETBs of Radagast is really good. Elixir of Immortality to shuffle my bin back into my deck just in case a board wipe happens and I've lost all my creatures. Equipments like a Lightning Greaves to hop onto my Radagast, and like Sting to hop on my Hellpack Piper or my Elvish Piper, so it can untap at the beginning of combat, so I can tap again and put another creature on board. And since both Hellpack and Elvish can be done at instant speed, I can do it during my opponent's turn. Now we go on to the instant spells. Not much to change. I just dropped one. Still running Worldly Tutor, Tamiyo's Safekeeping, Heroic Intervention, Beast Within, Entis Restoration, Early Harvest, and the Blessed Respite. Still running these. I don't like. They all do very well. Milkshake, please do not. Why are you on my desk? The video is interrupted by cat. Yeah, for my play style at least, these are the only instances I need. I do want a fair amount of sorceries though. Like, we still run Commune of Nature for creatures, for like, look top 5 per real creature, put in your hand, put the bottom of the library in any order. Eventual Waits does the same thing, but if I don't put a creature in my hand, I get to draw a card. Still run Green Sun Zenith because being able to pull a creature from the deck, really good. Nature's Law for mana ramp. Sylvan Scrying for ramp, Cultivate for ramp, and the Traverse the Outlands for ramp. Bushwhack is still in here because it could also search for land, or it's a fight card. The same with Monstrous Emergence. As a digital cast a spell, you either reveal a creature card from your hand or choose a creature you control, and then this deals damage equal to its power to target creature. So if I can reveal like my Apex Ultisaur in my hand or on the battlefield, and it still deals, like, yeah. I really like this card a lot. It'll be even greater if it was an instant, but having that as an instant seems really dumb. Next, I actually do have a preposterous proportions in here, just because I think the card is dumb, and why would I not want my creatures to get +10/+7 vigilance to the end of the turn? It just seems like a no-brainer, you'd run it. And then the last March of the Ents, just because of draw power, and I could put creatures from my hand onto the battlefield. And it can't be countered too, so this is really good. So now we go on to the enchantments. Now I have added some new enchantments, but we're still running the Garruk's Uprising, the card Ascension. I don't know how you really say this. Unnatural Growth is still there. The newer cards I've popped in is Eldritch Quartus to make my guys into mana dorks, and I get to look at the top of my library at any time and cast creatures from the top of my library. Guardian Project, so every time I cast a creature, well, a non-token creature and it has a different name, draw a card. And then a Growing Rite of Iklamok to basically get me mana. Because yeah, it taps to add, it's like a Gaia's Cradle. It's a cheap man's Gaia's Cradle, but to be fair, Gaia's Cradle is dumb. Yeah, those are the only enchantments I run. When it comes to land, I don't think a single land has changed. Like, still running Sunken Citadel because it's great for mono decks. Gingerbread Cavern, Castle Gambrig, Mosswater Bridge. Still running Hidden Nursery as a cave. That's the mono green cave. Like, I know, not very exciting, but I think that's all I need for Radagast. I don't need any, like, because I don't need any of the tribal lands, because they don't really work. The deck isn't tribal. Like, also, those are like the ones that make color, for ones that make colorless, Temple of the Foes cards, Reliquary Tower, Rogue's Passage, War Room, and a Midwood Landscape. Again, nothing very special about these lands, other than no maximum hand size and block draw. That's kind of it. And then fat stack of basic lands. Like, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 basic lands. That's all I need. Because a lot of my land searches are basic lands and I run a lot of big guys. So yeah, like Traverse the Outlands, if I have like an 8 basic lands from my deck, sure, I still have a good amount of basic lands in deck. But yeah. So yeah, that has been my updated deck profile of Radagast the Brown. As always, if you guys want to see more of me, make sure to hit that subscribe button and to hit that bell to get notified when I upload any new videos. I do have some other profiles that are scheduled to go out in the next few weeks. One I'm actually very excited for, since the deck came out a few weeks ago, probably 3 weeks ago-ish, almost a month ago. almost a month ago. So I'm very excited to profile that and show you guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video and let me know what's your favorite green card. And yeah, we shall see you in the next video. Bye.